the same, like getting it from your own people.
Oh, that's a whole different ballpark. Yes.
Right. You're in this group and you find some people who look like you, sound like you, so you may gravitate towards that also. But then they're like, it's like, wait, what happened?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Frustrating.
Extremely frustrating. Like, where do you go? Where do you fit in? And the things that they don't like in themselves, if you possess it, they don't like you for it. No matter what. Eyes, hair, height, weight, so anything. It's like, well, why? I don't understand.
Yes.
Have you experienced anything like that within your own community?
Yes. Well, when you said that, that made me think of like my own family. Like I am like the first generation to go to college and complete college and get a degree. And it was right when I finished my undergrad, they gave me, my parents and even my sibling gave me this vibe of, oh, you think you're better. Oh, so you think you're better than us now. And that certainly was not the case. Right. I didn't move back home. It was just me picking up the phone and talking to them. And now, I mean, I'm not flaunting any of my knowledge or whatever, but I majored in psychology. So I'm like, oh, that sounds like this. And I'm using like my psychology, what I'm learning to like connect it to, you know, other situations that are happening in their lives. And they're like, oh, well, you just think you're better than us now. And that's not the case. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, you told me to go to college. You told me to go do all these things. And now that I'm using my knowledge, it's totally flipped. And I'm just damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, I don't think that I'm better than you. And honestly, I just think that comes from a place of, man, I know they love me and I know they're very proud that I've completed college, but it's just more like, oh, now you're working ahead. Now you did something that we haven't done or completed. And sometimes it just feels like, man, this is something that you wanted me to do and I expected more, but I also get that maybe in their shoes, they wanted to go to college, but they didn't have the opportunity to do so. But they made sure to provide the opportunity for me so I can keep it going with the next generation. So yes, I've experienced that with my own family as well.
Mm-hmm. It's like you don't have any space to express or be yourself, because if you express joy, it's like, oh, you're flaunting it.
Yes.
So I have to effectively devalue myself to make you feel comfortable.
To make you feel comfortable, right.
Like, why is that? I don't understand. Like, it doesn't have to be that. Like, we can uplift each other without having to feel like we have to tear someone down, or that, or that it's going to get, let them go. Come on and talk about what you got going on. I heard you. That's one thing that I still do not understand. It's like, okay, one thing that really bothers me, oh my gosh, that I just decided that I'd rather not talk. I'd rather not have these conversations or discussions because I'm a therapist. Please read the disclaimer. Not anything I say here, please, it's not within my profession. Please seek disclaimer. So because I am a therapist, people think that I'm trying to psychoanalyze them all of the time. They think that I am who I am, and the way I interact and the way I converse with them is because I'm a therapist. And like, only if you knew me. Like back in high school, I had it was like this column. It was so funny. It was like, you know how they have the ask columns? Ask, don't touch Tanisha. It was so funny. But I've always been like that. I was always providing advice. I was hooking people up, connecting people, talking to people. Always had an ear open. So it's always like, I'm a better therapist because of who I am. It's not the other way around. And so when I'm talking to you, or if I'm giving you advice or anything, that's just me. So to say, oh, so because you're a therapist or don't be trying to, I'm like, I'm not at work. I don't want to do that. That's too exhausting.
That's too, yes, that's tiring.
I don't like the DSM anyway. Like, I don't want to diagnose you with anything. It just helps us with where we're going to start for insurances. So for people to automatically assume that it is something that I am trying to, I don't know, like, what, do you think you're a research project? I don't understand. Like, that bothers me. So it's like, I can't offer too much. I can't be too little. I can't be myself, because if I do what I do, then it's like, oh, it's because you're a therapist. You know, stop being so positive. You know, you're so positive.
It sounds like they're not accepting you for KaTonya and who KaTonya is, because you have your own personality. You're not just this therapist here. Yes. Right. Yeah. Because you're a jack of all trades. I mean, it's beautiful.
It's just so irritating. Yeah. Even, oh my gosh. This was, okay, so when I had my firstborn baby, I took I took her to a friend's house, and, you know, they're like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. And, you know, she had a little hair done, and my friend's dad, you know, said, where does she get this curly hair from? I was like, she gets it from me. And then my friend looked and was like, and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, right. Like, how, what, like, that hurt. Like, what's that about? So because I wear a perm, I didn't go natural until like my early, like my early 30s. And so like, you haven't even seen my natural hair. So to put me down, and now it's like kind of embarrassing. Like, now your dad is in this like awkward silence, but where did she get it from? And he knows, my husband, he light, okay? His father is white. So are you negating my qualities and attributes in my child as an African American person and giving it because she may be, she probably don't even have, if you break that percentage, calculate it all the way down from just his grandfather through his mom to him to the child, that's not even, what?
That's a whole line. Oh, wow.
I don't understand. Like, can you see my texture? Can you see? Like,
yeah, it's beautiful. It's curly. Yes.
Super duper curly. Like, and it's like
telephone
it's
curly.
Like shrinkage. Like, and that really hurt. Like, how do you do that with someone?
Someone's child, your baby.
Yeah, I'm baffled, and to just remove that from me. Like, like, I didn't, like, I don't even know the words.
Oh my goodness.
And it's something with hair and the African American, the Black community.
Yes. Having this quote unquote good hair. Yes. And why are you why are we degrading? What is bad hair? What is hair is hair. Like, and we all have different types of hair. White people have different types of hair. Hispanic people, Black people, we come in all shades and colors and different hair textures, and they're all beautiful. And the funny part is, white people want it. They want to have different hair and to rock it curly and natural and all of that. So these different shades of the light skins, and then the good hair and all of that, the colorism. And it's a horrible part of our community where it's just like, you're more valued if you're lighter or if you have better hair. And it's just like, why are we teaching ourselves that? Why is there that self-hate there? Like, love all colors. We come in all shades, sizes, all of it. So yeah, I'm very sorry you went through that with a friend, you know, like, come on.
You just reminded me of one of our an email response that I had to pause myself from responding to because of colorism. Although I am light, it's darker than me. So are you saying, you know, you're Black but not that Black? Like, what does that in support of? Like, but I'm not that low. Like, I'm light, okay? So although I'm not, I still feel something like you're playing into, like, I felt bad. I was like, no, I'm leaving. I felt really bad. And how we have to do that. Like hair is hair. Like sometimes, not even sometimes, often, I be wanting to wear because I be wanting, like mine don't do that. So if I'm trying to be a new, like if I'm dancing, I'm trying to be like for myself, I need a little something to shake, so I'm gonna install it. When people say, oh, you must be bald-headed, like why? What makes you even say that? Because somebody wants to change it up. Braids, weaves, but it doesn't matter. And if it is natural, you're not believed anyway. Middle school, my friend Preston, look, this dude was friends with my god brother, and I was with my god sister getting my hair done. I didn't know he was gonna be over there. So my hair is out. I'm looking crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm a hot mess. And when I go to school, people are like, that's a weave. You got tracks in. That's not your hair. And my friend was like, actually, it is. I was there. I saw. I'm like, but had he not been there, or had he not stood up for me, it would still be, oh, you think you're good. You've got, a weave. You got tracks in there. That can't be your hair. From your friends at that.
Why does it matter? We rock it all. We do it all. The braids, the weave, and we look good in all of it.
Right. And this was 7th grade. The 7th grade. Like, why was that even a thing?
Your hair is beautiful. It was beautiful then, it's beautiful now. And it's just like, why can't you just accept me for me? Even if I did have a weave, even if you did have a weave, it's part of me. I put it on my head. I chose it.
Right. Exactly. In that instance, it's like just how he stood up. What do you think could be the cause for people to not? Like, just like in this, we're going to, like, I think you were saying earlier, like some people you thought would be there, they were silent as well. What do you think that is, where people cannot stand up for you or speak it loud?
I think that they are scared of change, and I think it's a few things. Some people, they think things are fine the way they are, and they think it's okay. They like it the way it is. Okay. Some other people know, like, this is wrong, but I don't want to make myself seem bad with management or make myself seem like I'm with them.
Right.
And yeah. And it's like, okay, that's that us versus them mentality. You know what I mean? So they're stuck in that. And I think that, there's fear of speaking out and looking bad with management. And then some people just thinking that it's fine the way that it is. And they're complacent. But both of those factors are siding with the oppressor. And whether they know it or not, they are siding with the oppressor and the white suprematic values that are deeply rooted in America, the United States of America. So, yeah. And it's disappointing that they don't understand it or see it. And there was even some, not just the people who were silenced, there was people within the company on email chains who it was blatantly racist remarks coming out in so many words. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And that was some managers, yes, employees who I work with and I see and I share clients of color with, and I'm like, oh, no. I said, and that creates a whole new dynamic of how am I going to work with this person professionally with clients of color? Because that's disappointing. Yeah. So those things run through my head. And as I'm seeing like the true colors come out of different people, it's like, wow. Yeah.
I had a conversation with Aowen yesterday. We recorded it. It's just, so y'all see this again, the same topic. We already recorded it, just ain't put it out there yet because I need to get it out. I'm talking every day, multiple times a day. You're going to see the shirt again because I got somebody else talking this. But anyway, it was the one thing that really got me was Stir the Pot Susan and Captain Save a Karen. I was done. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but she said KaTonya and others in her email.
Yep, saw that.
So when I say stir the pot, Susan, is it? Like, because I don't know you. Like, is that here? Like, here we go.
Yeah.
She told. Captain Safe Karen came on in to save the day and was like, you don't, no, without retaliation, without response. So you wanted me to sit and take it. I'm calling her out, but I'm just responding to her. Like, that really got under my skin. Y'all don't see what you're doing. That's what hurts the most, I think, is like, y'all don't see it. Y'all are acting like this is what it is. Like, I'm going on my 6th year. Y'all know me. I know doggone well. I don't be starting no mess. I'm not in that shit though. I don't be doing none of that at all. And so to not have that, and even in their shutdowns, still didn't address any of it. Although it's but you didn't address it. And it's mighty funny. I think it's real funny how managers didn't have anything to say until I said, and where are the managers? So now y'all, oh, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Silent, like
a response a whole day later after you said something. After it takes you to say something. And then a response comes out from, I think, I only saw one manager email and then a couple of emails from the CEO. Okay. And two manager emails and then and then one from the CEO. And I'm like, yeah, but that was after the fact when you called them out and you called them out on their silence. And I'm like, what is that? And again, I'm going to say it one more time. All of the managers in the outpatient sector are white women. The CEO is a white woman. So like, if you do not understand your privilege and the power that you hold, then I'm sorry, you're just, to me, that's not an efficient, well-rounded manager. You have a diverse crew of colleagues and workers, and then you serve a diverse population. What are you doing? But my thing is, I already knew something was up with them when all they talk about is productivity. There was not one training on how to serve clients better, how to communicate with clients better. I came into the company and there was none of that. We have ladder safety training, safety
ladder anyway.
Yeah, like why? Yeah, first aid, all of that. I get that, but there was nothing on client care. There was nothing on anti-racism. And so you serve these clients and you have this demographic of workers in your company, but you are not serving them. And then to just say, oh, we have I believe it's an idea club or organization where they're covering diversity and inclusion. I haven't heard from them once. I've seen emails in the past where it's like, if you have any ideas, please come to the idea club about diversity. But I have never seen them release anything to promote inclusion or diversity in the workplace at all. So, and I'm like, they're just now coming out with something after we ask questions about anti-racism training and after you question the managers about them not stepping up to the plate to address.
After you did the work and provided them with some resources, they don't come with a link of resources like they do.
I had to. I was just like, okay, because then they're gonna make it seem like, oh, we're just attacking. That wasn't my point. My point wasn't that. But also, I agree with calling it out.